Yay.
Hello, Bronies, and welcome back to All Around Equestria. Today's episode is a vodcast because I'm doing my episode with my special guest over Skype. Welcome, Harry. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Sailor Harry. I'm 26 years old. I'm part of the United States Navy. I've been in Brony for about 2.5 years, and it's great to be here.
Well, that is fantastic. So, anything interesting that you do, like art or music or?
Really, the only thing of interest that I'm part of the community is I have an RP Twitter account, but that's pretty much it.
All right. So today for our Brony podcast, we've got our episode that's coming up in like about 21 days. The new episode of season 4, the season 4 series premiere. Mm-hmm. Are you excited for that?
Oh, absolutely! I want to be here waiting for it. I'm waiting for it every single day. I can't wait.
So, any expectations for the new season that you have personally?
Expectations? Go back to the really good writing from season 1 and season 2. Really specific expectations? Nothing really. It'd be really cool to see some more in-depth look at Equestria's history. Really, any new episodes though. That's all I think most of us are asking for.
I completely agree with that, and I've actually seen on Equestria Daily they were talking about that they might actually have a little bit on the Wonderbolts, about their history and theology behind that. I think that would be an interesting take in general, just to see if it's a military basis, if it's like a Pegasus.
Yes. That actually would be very good to distinguish whether they're actually just a group of acrobats, aerial acrobats, or if they're actually have some type of military history of Equestria. But I think, like with the Cutie Mark Crusaders actually getting their Cutie Marks, I think it actually would be nice to actually see if RD actually joins them this season or not. I mean, it's kind of like one of the, let's actually get to it. So 4 seasons, I think, is long enough.
Yeah, one of those. We've been waiting long enough for this.
Exactly.
About time for it to happen.
Exactly.
I don't know if there's anything else that I've already discussed a lot about what I want to see in the upcoming season in episode 2. That would be an interesting topic. How is it being a Brony in the United States military?
The military has been changing with its environment and how it treats people. We recently did away with Don't Ask, Don't Tell. That's not to say that it's the same thing, but with the current younger generation, I've been in the military for it'll be 8 years in January. And the military has evolved and changed since I went to boot camp until now. And where I'm at right now in Connecticut at the submarine base, there's actually I've seen at least six different guys, and they wear the Brony T-shirts and they watch the show. I could tell you 5 years ago, the idea of guys like us watching it would be completely out of the question. Now it's a little bit more accepted. It's kind of a delicate subject because there's still a lot of people in the military that look down on it. Fact of the matter is, I don't exactly go around advertising that I enjoy the show, but there's definitely a growing number of military Bronies. If anybody listening to the podcast is in the military and does watch the show, I would highly suggest registering on a website called FOB Equestria, FOB Equestria. It's a great community site for military Bronies and anybody else that's interested in going to the military. But it's good that the military is changing. They're more accepting, but it's still not something you run around the bear going, I watch My Little Pony, because it's kind of awkward. So
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, you wouldn't want. I mean, some people still think it's a little bit effeminate, even after a couple of years of there being bronies.
It's also how you go. It's also how you go around it. Like if I were to wear a shirt with, like say Rainbow Dash or Pinkie Pie on it, that'd be weird. Now, but if I wear a shirt with like say Snowflake on it, and just kept going on, going, yeah! That'd be okay. So it's just how you go around it and how you show. So
yeah, how you go about it. That is an interesting take, because some people, I wear brony shirts all the time, and it could be seen as, it's a different take to just see bronies either flaunting it, or they're hiding it, or somewhere in between where they're trying to emasculate it, with the addition of the really muscular pony character Snowflake.
Well, like what you were saying, like the last episode about how that guy unfortunately lost his job because of My Little Pony. It's also how you go and explain it. If you just try to tell people like, "Oh, I like My Little Pony" or whatever, it's different people will take that differently. But I've come to that there's been a couple situations where people on base will see someone wear a My Little Pony shirt and then they'll say something negative about it. And normally I don't just tell people I watch a show, but if I'm ever asked, like, do you ever watch it, I won't lie about it. But how I go about explaining is like, look, I explain how I came to the show and started watching it, but that is behind it, Lauren Faust, and why people like it. Just whether it's the animation style, the positive message and the well-written episodes, because there's a lot of humor that any age group can appreciate. It's like a good Disney movie. Like there's a humor level that the kids understand, and there's humor level that might go over the kid's head, but that the adults can appreciate. And then you might go as far as like say show like a certain episode, and that will actually change people's perception. I like showing people the episode Lesson Zero when Twilight goes completely crazy, and people just go, "Oh, this is actually pretty funny. I might actually watch it." So it's just how you go around it.
I know. As a starting episode, I started off at the beginning, but normally people, when I tell them start at the beginning, they'll say, "Oh, episode 1 and 2 were kind of boring. It just kind of gave all that backstory stuff that I don't really care about." So then I try to direct them towards the episode Party of One, which is as normally bronies, if you understand Party of One, it's Pinkie Pie's going a little insane. And of course, bronies normally will be like, "Oh, Party of One, that's so funny," to show that to somebody as their first episode. And any brony episode or any My Little Pony episode that involves somebody going a little bit nuts or a little crazy. So that's a little bit of what's it for All Around Equestria for today. Unfortunately, I don't have any art or any episode review to show today. But Harry, do you have any final words for our viewers?
Thank you for having me on. I guess really without some shameless plug-in for myself, I can be on Twitter at Pinkie Spy. I try to post something every day, just try to be funny. But thanks for having me on. I had a great time.
Well, thank you for being on. And thank you guys for watching. This has been Brad Gonzalez. I'm signing off.